What is up, everyone? Thank you for stopping by for this awesome video about how we can bench press and do it the right way. A lot of people are doing it in the worst way possible. I see it all the time, and I just want to help a few people out. So I'm going to put this video out. I got 6 tips that might help you with your bench and maximize the workload and lower the injury rate. So if you want to see more tutorials like this, please like and subscribe. Keep watching the video if you want to maximize your bench press.
Okay, so whenever you are bench pressing, there are 6 tips. So first of all, I'm going to be covering the beginner and foundation tips. They're going to go from most simple to the most complex. So the first step, I would say, is to make sure everything is even, whether it be grip, back placement, foot placement. So whenever you're benching, you want to make sure that your hands are evenly distributed on the bar. And as for your feet, you want to make sure that they are placed in the same spot, whether they be out or underneath you. You want to make sure that they're in the same spot on both sides of the bench. And also that your back is perfectly even, so one side of your back isn't falling off the bench while the other is on the bench. You don't want it to put all the weight on one side and it bend you into a really bad spot. So 2, you want to pinch back the entire shoulder blades, not just the top. The reason I say that is because whenever you pinch off the entire scapulas or the shoulder blades, you incorporate the lats. You're pinching them back and down. Whenever you bring them down, that lat tightens up, incorporating a whole new muscle, meaning you will bench more. 3, start with the bar at eye level. When I say that, it's above you on the rack. You want to make sure that your eyes to nose are underneath it. You want to be looking up and the bar be there. The reason I say that is because whenever you start with it like above the head, you're too far away from it, or if you start like with the bar underneath your neck, for instance, you're too close to it. You want to be at a spot where you're not pulling it out too much and you're not pulling it out too little. You want to find a happy medium to where straight up, unrack it, and bam, 2 inches away, you're in the perfect setup. 4, regardless of foot placement, you want to be driving through your legs the entire time. So what this will do is it will increase the stability of the bench and the foundation will be a lot better set. And plus, whenever you push through your legs too hard, you're actually knocking off the pattern of the lift. So whenever you kick through your legs, you might be sending it more forward than up. The goal of lifting is to go straight up and down with anything, point A to point B, in the easiest way possible. And with kicking, you can knock off that pattern, making it harder and wasting more energy. Number 5, you want your forearms and wrists stacked. Whenever you don't do this, it can lead to wrist injuries, it can lead to more elbow tendonitis, it could lead to a way weaker bench in the long run. Because whenever your wrist is bent back, you're going to put a lot more stress on your wrist. Whenever it's too forward, there's more of a chance of dropping it because of all the stress being put on your thumb. You want the meat of your hand digging into the bar to where your wrist is completely underneath it and your forearms are completely vertical underneath that. And that way you're pushing through with the most power possible because there's an entire bone behind it. Number 6, control the weight. Keep the tension the entire time. Staying in the tightest position means that the muscles are properly loaded up. So whenever you push up, it's almost like a rubber band. You're keeping that tension and the push off your chest is going to be much faster, more explosive because the muscles are loaded up properly and they're ready to extend. Pull the bar towards you. Whenever you're benching, the bar's coming to your chest, you want to pull it towards you, and what that's going to do is it's going to keep the pecs tight and you're going to be activating them even on the eccentric part of the movement.